Hola, ¿cómo estás? And welcome to Horror on Tap. Just kidding. Welcome to Horror on Tap, everybody. It is a Wednesday night, and I thought it would be a good night to hang out, watch Beerfest, and drink a few beers. I know a lot of people don't like to drink on a Wednesday or any weekday. I just try to keep it limited to days that start, or excuse me, days that end with Y. So today ends with Y, and I just said, why not? So that's what we'll be doing today. We'll be checking out Beerfest. I haven't watched this movie in so long. There's a lot of parts of this movie that I haven't, or that I can't remember. It's been so long. So it'll be interesting to see what I can remember and what I can't. So it'll be definitely be interesting. So before I get too far, just going to make sure I've got things up that I need to have up. Click on that little button there. And take a look at the chat, which looks really quiet so far. Maybe we'll get some more people in. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, says Leanna. Yeah, it's actually 7 o'clock somewhere too. And I was running just a touch late, but I am here now. So cool beans. Good to see you, Leanna. Thanks for being here. Hopefully more people will show up because, you know what they say, drinking alone is kind of the first step to being an alcoholic. So we don't want to have any of that. But in the meantime, let's quickly take a look at what I'm drinking.
What is he drinking? What is he drinking?
So I've got a nice one today. I had this once before. It's another one from Other Half Brewing. It's called Dream Club. It's a double dry hopped oat cream IPA. And I don't know exactly what the oat cream part of it is, other than the fact that it does say something about brewed with a touch of milk sugar, which I don't know exactly what they mean, but it is pretty good. I've had one before that it said it was infused with lactose. And this one, it might be kind of similar. So it's a good drinker. I definitely recommend it. So anyway, I have the movie queued up. I've got it on Amazon Prime right now. It's not free. It was $3.99. This is the rated version, not the unrated. So it's the theatrical cut, I believe. So that's what I'll be tuning into. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I don't want to let this run for too long. So I will get it queued up. If you are watching along, go ahead and get it ready. Not for Bill. No, not yet. No, definitely not. So let me just make sure I am good to go. I believe I am. I'm going to give us a quick little 3-second countdown and we will get going. And if anybody jumps in later, I will make sure that if they are watching along, that we can get them caught up. So go ahead and we will get our countdown from 3. So here we go.
3, 2, 1.
All right, hit that play button. And also, I will go ahead and get rid of that. But I did figure out, I think I figured out how to pop up a timer. So if you're watching and you need to come and go or anything like that, or you get the ads, got a timer set up so you can keep right up and I don't have to keep giving you a timestamp. So yeah, maybe Pat will get on that here pretty soon. I can show him how I figured it out. So it seems to work just fine. We will let that thing run. Dean Renner in the house. What's up? Good to have you, buddy. Good to see you. Of course, Leanna gets her . Leanna, as always. You've got spunk. Yeah, it's I've heard that a few times. Yeah, this is a great movie. I love how they start this off with the basement scene here. That is a really good beer. This is one of those movies that you could be drinking you'd be drinking just a basic cheap lager or something like that, or something that you really don't like. It's just, basic. This movie, while watching it, will make any beer taste really damn good. I remember watching it years and years ago, and I just sit there on like a Friday or whatever after work or hanging out and just pouring like a Bud Light or something, and I'm sipping it to this movie. I'm like, damn, that is a really, really good beer. I mean, I do have some Budweisers in my fridge right now. I've been trying to get some cheaper beers from time to time. Son of a bitch. Up yours, Johnny Cash. But yeah, getting like a Budweiser or a Yingling or something like that kind of makes me appreciate these better beers like this guy here. This is a really nice beer. Really expensive beer too. So it kind of ooh, that one almost came right back up. Kind of helps the wallet a little bit when you're able to drink a little bit lighter beer, and it really does make you appreciate it more. Oh yeah. Leanna is working on her pool. Just getting up and running for the season. Hopefully it's a little bit nicer at your house than it is here. It was not nice today. I think it was well, it started off about 70 this morning, and then all of a sudden it was like 55 or something and started raining. It was kind of shit. So not a pleasant day, but I'll tell you what, it was a little bit nicer than the last 2 days where it was like 90, 92, which came out of nowhere. We went from winter to summer and then to spring. You've been to Germany? I have not been to Germany. So what is that? The Hofbrauhaus? I'm not familiar with that. Is that where they go in this? I think this is my second favorite Broken Lizard movie. I think Super Troopers surpasses it. That was also kind of their big breakout movie, but after that, I would definitely put this one in number 2. Such a fun movie. Oh, okay, the big Oktoberfest spot. All right, I didn't even know what it was called. I don't really actually know that much about Oktoberfest, really. I mean, I know a little bit from what I know from this movie, which of course is almost entirely fictionalized, but actually probably really is. I don't know if any of it actually takes place over there or not. Too many piles of sausages on my plates for liking. But Popo. There's Donald Sutherland has died since this, right? Because he was old as shit here. I'm pretty sure he did. The guy who plays the priest there, I like him. He was in Wild Hogs, which is one of my guilty pleasure movies. I like that film. Say goodnight, Popo. Ooh. Yeah, that'll keep happening throughout the night. Yeah, I'm hoping Pat has a moment to hop in here at some point, so you can say, "How the hell did you get a timer on your screen? I've been trying to do that forever and can't figure it out." Actually, I was trying to figure it out, for a couple of days, and then today I pulled up the like the clock app on my phone, and I had like a aha moment that it's not called a timer; it's called a fucking stopwatch. So once I searched like how to add a stopwatch to StreamYard, Google AI or whatever brought it right up. Quick and easy, actually. And I didn't even realize that Windows has its own stopwatch app. I mean, it's the clock app, but it has a stopwatch in it. So I think I think it's really beneficial if you're doing a watch along, because otherwise you get a bunch of people who are like, "Hey, just joining. Where are we at?" Or, I had an ad. Where are we at? Had to go take a dump and I paused it on accident. And I came back and I don't know where are we? Where are we at? So definitely beneficial to have. Now, this would be the life right here. I read somewhere that I think they were actually primarily drinking like O'Doul's or something during this. Because obviously they couldn't drink this much real beer. Like the warning at the beginning says is, if you attempt to drink this much beer, you will die. Mm. Oh shit. La, 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 la. Or whatever they said. To be fair, does anybody else know of any drinking songs, like American drinking songs? I think this would be the only one I could think of. Throw up a quick poll. Yes, titties. My favorite part, right there. Hell yes. That cheese flying through the air looked a little sus. Tell you what, that guy's got great aim though. Oh, that spot in Oktoberfest. I used to drink that a lot back in college. It was pretty good stuff. Not really my flavor anymore, but I really liked it. Leanne says, "What made you pick this movie tonight?" Well, I was kind of thinking about like content that I've done so far, and primarily it's been horror based, and then doing a little bit of drinking here and there. I figured it's not just a horror movie; it's also a drinking movie, primarily beer, but we'll mix it up. So I wanted to do something a little more beer themed for once. So this is where I landed. I figured this is a really good beer drinking movie. Every song can be a drinking song with the right attitude. That is true. Yeah, I think a lot of songs that are not meant to be drinking songs become drinking songs when you're drinking, just kind of by default. Brett, good to see you, buddy. Glad you're here. Oh, whoa, where's the hat? I know, right? When we finally hit summer for like 2 or 3 days, so I was like, shit, I gotta shave and take the hat off. I am sweating my balls off. And then today, of course, it is like 58 degrees out. So, but whatever. Then when you're freshly shaved, a hat just feels weird. You got to wait for it to start to kind of stubble back. But yeah, I'm glad it made you thirsty. It always makes me thirsty, for sure. Gory Tiger's in the chat. What's up? Good to see you. Glad you are here, buddy. Yeah, and for those of you who are just joining in now, as you can see down here in the corner, I do have a timer. So if you are going to watch along, there's the timer right there. You can see exactly where we're at. I'm watching the theatrical rated version, not the unrated one. The this version was like $3.99 on Prime, whereas the unrated one you had to buy it for like $13. And I was like, I don't want to do that. In fact, I don't even know what the difference is. I'll see if I notice anything missing from this version because I don't remember what version I have. I think I have this version on DVD, but I also didn't want to bring a DVD player in here and then have to hook up another monitor, and it would have been a whole fucking thing. So, but yeah, let me know in the chat what you are drinking if you're drinking anything tonight. I know, especially being the middle of the week, a lot of people are like, nah, I can't. I got to wait till Friday. But I just said, fuck it. Only on the days that end with Y, right? This is a great song, too. I forget the band. I know the song's called Hey You. In fact, I have the song in my playlist, but I can't remember who the fuck sings it. I'll have to look it up real quick because now I'm curious. Let's see, search for library. Hey You. Simon Says. That's the band. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that in 100 years. Has anybody ever done an upside down chug other than like a keg stand? Even those I wasn't great at. Even sober, I just fucking fell over. And what is this? Of course, now everybody and their mother's going to start texting me, and my phone's going to be buzzing all night. So let me mute that there for a minute. Found those to be awful. The beer bongs, no thanks. Yeah, I was never great at them. I was never a big chugger. I mean, I could chug a little bit, but like I was not a big like funneler or anything like that, and I would just drink in volume. Of course, we had where I went to college, we had I think 3 bars in town. One was just a regular college bar, one was a club. The other one was like a pizzeria that had a bar in it. And we would always go to the college bar. And on I believe it was Thursday nights, they did mug night where whenever you could buy one of their custom mugs. It was like a 35 or 36 ounce mug. And for $1 you could fill it up on mug night. I think it was with like natty ice or some bullshit, but for like $4 you're getting pretty drunk. And then of course we would move on after that to the club, do shots over there. Then after that, go back to our dorms or to the frat house across the street and get even more drunk. And then usually I'd end up passed out somewhere in the frat house. Fun times. Wake up with my ass on fire. Wait, did I say that out loud? You know what I mean. Which is probably not a good thing. There he is. That Halloween movie collector. Yeah, keg stands. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that on the 4th if I come down, Pat. If you got kegs, I'll do a keg stand. I don't know. If you want to see me fall on my face and break all my teeth out, then maybe. I don't know. As long as you film it and we can upload it, it'll be great content. Leanne says, I've just done irresponsible sipping. Yeah, it really, I mean, it's more about the volume. You really don't have to do it too fast. Like right now, I'm actually sipping, but I think that's more of the effect of being busy. My hands are busy. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I'm watching the movie, playing with myself. There's just too much to do at once. Yeah, look at that, Pat. Jordan has a timer. Look at him growing up so fast. Yeah, I figured that'd be a good thing to add. It took me a little while to kind of figure out how to do it, but actually, once I figured it out, it's not so bad. Your grandfather was a thieving bastard stable boy. I love these fake German accents too. It was the greatest beer in all the world. I'll show you how I did it, Pat. It's actually really easy. And you do a lot of shit that you it's the same way to set up like a screen share. That's basically all it is. So I can show you exactly how I did it. If you want me to. Otherwise, I'll just keep asking you, where are we at? Timestamp. 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 I'll just be a dick. Do it on purpose. Hey, Coy. Happy Sanjo's in the house. Oh, there we go. I ate dinner at like 6:15 or something like that, and it was a little much. I mean, it was really good, but it was like chicken fried rice and avocado, so it was a little heavy, and I just felt real bloated after. And then, of course, now I'm drinking beer, so there's going to be some belching, but it's all good. That's what we are here for. Well, probably not, but yeah. If anybody is sipping anything or chugging anything, let us all know in the chat. Especially on a Wednesday, it's probably more of a sipping night. Probably not a big chugging night. Of course, we're going into summer hours for a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to be taking a lot of days off now that the weather's getting better and things like that. So you never know what people's plans are. Don't forget to chug that like button. That's a good way to put it. And thank you for that reminder, Leanna. I always forget. Like whenever we're in any stream together, not on the stream, but in the chat of a stream, you always send out that reminder, and I'm always horrible about remembering to do it. So thank you for doing that, because otherwise I would always forget. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in Western New York, Dean, and yeah, it's been kind of pissy today. I'm actually glad it's a little bit cooler because, yeah, going from essentially winter weather to like late July weather overnight was kind of a bitch. It got hot as balls here and humid. I just wasn't ready for it. Nana was a whore. Yeah, I love how they do that, and they're like, oh, we got to defend her honor, and then of course what comes a little bit later when they get back to the States and they're hanging out with her, and they're like, well, I could always fit at least a good 8 inches or whatever she says. We'll get to that point. I'm sure at least I'm guessing that most people who are in the chat or anybody who might watch this later have seen this movie before. So I don't think I have to worry too much about spoilers. I also love this guy right here. He's, acting all tough, and he's like, Grandpapa. von Wulhasen. Grandpapa. Also, the two big guys, I love how they named them Hammaker and Schlemmer. Like if you get the reference, it's actually pretty hilarious. When I first watched this, I definitely did not get the reference. Ooh, who is this? Cody Snyder. Now I know you're not drinking because you're on the road and all that, so it's all right, buddy. I'll drink a few for you. I got it covered. It was a recipe for a strawberry beer. Yeah, you're getting ahead of us a little bit, but that's yeah, at least I know that you know that I know I know something like that. That you've seen it probably quite a few times. You know a lot of the great one liners from this film. There are so many. Even as old as Gam Gam is, I'd not if she was my Gam Gam, but if she was somebody else, I feel like this beer's already hitting me. If she was somebody else's Gam Gam, I'd be like, yeah, here's a few bucks, get on it. I mean, shit, she can probably take them teeth right out. Perfect. Yeah, that's a good number. I mean, I've probably watched it, I don't know, 20, 30, something like that, if I had to guess. But I haven't seen it in so long. So a lot of these one-liners are kind of coming back to me as they come up. There she is. Yeah, I mean those pigtails. Mm, just saying. Gam gums. Nice. That's spot on. I mean, I would like my resting place to be at a big fucking beer fest like that. Ja, wunderbar. I mean, technically, he is in the resting place. He's just not contained in an urn. He's just been swept all over the floor. I'm assuming. I mean, of course, they probably had to shower a bit of him off too. We'll give them a war they won't believe. That was another reference I did not get when I first watched this movie. Give you a war you won't believe. Oh, damn. He's the Joey Chestnut of wherever the hell they live. Landfill. I mean, $1,000 is a pretty good prize for winning a like a county fair hot dog eating contest. I'm sure. I feel like it'd probably be like $100 at like my county fair. Hands across America. Let's take a look at the poll. It's kind of bounced all over, but right now, Beerfest is still in the lead over Super Troopers as Broken Lizard's better movie. I'll leave it up for now. If anybody else hops in, they can take a look and they can vote as well. If you haven't voted, go ahead and let me know what you think. See, this would be me if I worked at a brewery. Okay, so I am noticing a few little things here and there that are missing from this version versus the unrated. Just a few little lines here and there, nothing major, but yeah, like that part where he's like, it's like they brew thousands of beers a day, and I drink however many it was. I can't remember, like 30 off the line. I'm an asshole. That would be me. It would be probably not a good thing. I mean, just working in like a brewery or something. I think it'd be a fun job, but yeah. And I know, like when you work at a bar or a brewery or anything like that, you're really not supposed to drink behind the counter. Like, I think it's actually illegal in most places. But yeah, I'd be like, yep, one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me. And then within like 45 minutes of my shift, I'd be shit faced on the floor. It would be bad. And if you're just hopping in now, this is the rated, not the unrated version, and we are, as you can see on the screen, 27 minutes and 50 seconds in. So if you want to catch up, please do. I feel like if you're doing a lot of research on pretty much anything, you're not going to write it all on a green board where someone can just walk by and erase it. I feel like you would have that written down in pen or maybe typed up on a computer. Of course, you got smoke after jerking off a frog. You know how it goes. Dean says, yes, sucks that it's illegal to indulge while working, but I'm the one responsible for serving the alcohol. So really bad if I'm worse than a customer. Yeah, I think that's kind of the whole point. I mean, I learned all that kind of stuff just by watching Bar Rescue, because I mean, I've never worked in a bar, but I've been at a bar a lot. So I kind of know what I'm talking about a little bit. Who's Bear Badgeth? 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 People want me to do shots with them all the time. I have to say no. Yeah, I mean, I remember doing that way back in the day, like back in college and stuff. Now, the college bar that I used to go to, it was the guy who owned it also tended bar from time to time, and he would come out and just hang out with you and shit like that. And he'd quite often do a shot or two with you, usually just one, because he was sort of the same way. He was like, yep, I don't want to get tanked. And he was actually really good about, keeping other people in check. I know at least once or twice he came over to me for being loud and rambunctious and like throwing shit around. He was like, hey, you got to keep it down. I'm going to kick you out. Sorry, Stan. Yeah, I remember his name. His name was Stan. I see people drinking while serving on Bar Rescue. Yeah, I love that. That's like kind of the premise for half the movies. The bartenders and the owners are just hanging out, getting fucked up, and it's like, well, no wonder you're losing your shit. You drink all your profits away, and then you're just hammered, stumbling around. What do you think's going to happen? And Taffer's like, shut it the fuck down. Amen. Yep. Got it. I used to watch that show like religiously. I watched it all the time. It was such a good show, and it got a little like overproduced. I mean, I know a lot of it was, kind of fictionalized. They added shit. I mean, I always love the fact you have somebody who like handling raw chicken and shit and then touching everything and then picking their nose and wiping their ass. And then he comes in all freaking out at them. They're like, oh, I didn't know that you knew I was doing that. It's like there's a camera guy standing right next to you with a fucking camera right in your fucking face. And you didn't know that he was watching. I talked right over the ZJ scene. I apologize. Husband watches it all the time. Okay, I'm reading Leanna's chat. I'm not speaking for myself. My husband watches it all the time, and Taffer dresses. It says Taffer dresses like Paula Abdul. mm, I don't know. I'd have to. I mean, he wears nice suits. I mean, I guess she does too, or did. I don't know if she still does, but that's funny. What are you looking at? Yeah, this will pretty much be me in 5 years. I predict. Oh my god, this movie's so good. He had the L. Roker surgery. He went black. So there's so much shit in a movie like this that they probably wouldn't even be able to get away with today. Like that joke right there, the Al Roker surgery. What, he went black? See, this was me too when I got drunk. Way better at pool. Actually, I was way better at bumper pool. I was never good at regular pool. Darts, definitely not good at. You want to be like in the next room. If I'm playing darts, yeah, get the fuck out of the way. Oh, that's one I haven't had in a long time right there. Red Stripe. Is that even still around? I don't think I've seen that in forever either. I have to look that up. Oh, now we're about to get serious. Yeah, this is one of those scenes that, especially when I used to watch it years and years ago, I'd be sitting there just, this scene would come on and I'd just be polishing him down. What's up, Eli? Glad you can make it. Cortez himself. Yeah, not much going on. Just kind of hanging out, having a few. Actually, I just finished my first, so I'm going to pour another one here in just a minute because we're about to start drinking for reals in the movie. So, yeah, I don't know if you have a copy of this or anything, Eli, or if you found it somewhere on streaming, which is I'm just streaming it on Amazon Prime, but I do have a stopwatch going. I'll tell you right where we are in the film. So if you need to get caught up, easy peasy. Let's see, reach into the magic bag and see what I pull out. Oh, and that's another other half one. I'm gonna cheat and grab something else because I just had other half. So what else do I got in here? Let's see, I have Aurora Brewing Company, Nelson Fresh to Death. So this would be like Nelson hops, probably. Right, just a single hop. It doesn't say. Oh wait, right there. New England style IPA, dry hopped with Citra and Nelson solvent hops. Nelson solvent hops. Pop that open, pour that in a moment. Catch him on the chat real quick. Eli's at work, popping in for a bit. Well, cool. Yeah, thanks for hopping in. Yeah, yeah, being at work sucks, especially. I mean, I don't know where you are time wise, but like if you're working an evening shift, that sucks. But if you're elsewhere and it's a different part of the day, then I guess well, we all got to fucking do it, right? It sucks. It always sucks. My mom has been retired for like I don't know, year and a half, something like that, and it always I'm like, what the fuck? You just get to sit home and do whatever you want whenever you want. Fucking lucky. I mean, she's also a little bit later in her 60s, so actually. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Knocking shit over, almost spilled my beer. That could have been bad. Oh yeah. That one's really piney. Didn't expect that. I mean, I guess that's why the can's green. But yeah, very piney. Not bad though. Oh yeah, I remember there was a and it's probably in the unrated version. There was an addition to this scene right here where he's doing that like what they end up doing at the end with the stance that they do the chugging in, where they kind of put like an arm back and arch their backs and all that, because that was part of his experiment there, was to figure out the best way to chug a beer. But they kind of cut all that out because you see it at the end, they just don't explain it. Happen to have married that plastic fuck doll. Party foul, yeah, there's plenty of them in this movie. And I can't tell you how many times I've been here, drunk as shit and just hanging out and la la la. And then a couple hours later, completely fucked up, can't hardly move. I feel like she had to have been expecting that day for the longest time, that she'd just walk out in the kitchen, he'd be dead on the floor, either choked on ham or, fucking heart attack. Kind of a big guy. Ham. Ugh. That'd be gross. Oh, this part's gross too. Funny, but gross. Ugh, and he licks it. Ugh, grody. I wonder if. Oh, ass! Damn it! Just looked right at his butt cheeks. Oh, not again! Yeah, I wonder if frogs really do jizz bright green like that. I'm assuming not, but what do I know? The boot and rally. I feel like I used to have a DOS boot. I can't remember if I had one or if just one of my buddies had one and I used it like to drink out of just regularly. I can't remember. I wonder why I can't remember. Anyway, drink a she's a whore. I love those little ways they just keep showing you how dumb landfill is. Oh, here we go. Who who wants some summer sausage? Yeah, I'm Granny. Oh my god. Can you imagine if that was your great grandmother and she starts stroking the sausage like that? I would probably never get hard ever again. At least not for a few minutes. Germans can pretty much stick anything down there. Oh, I can fit at least 9 inches. It would have been even better if she actually demonstrated. She said, fuck. There's got to be something to that, too. Like the whole if you can drink ram's piss, you can drink anything. I mean, I'm not going to go out and try it, but I feel like there's got to be something where, like, if you drink something that's really, really gross and kind of, you know, get your body used to it, like, oh yeah, this is really, really bad. Then it wasn't quite as bad, and then you're sort of used to it. Then drinking something really good like beer, be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. I mean, I don't really have to drink Ram's Piss to really enjoy beer, but if I were to have to drink it in volume, or not in volume, but I already do that, as you can probably tell. Drinking it more like at speed, then yeah, I might have to train a little bit. Looks like they're just drinking Mountain Dew. It's the most disgusting thing I ever drink. I doubt that very much, Playboy. Oh, Leanna, if you are still hanging out, I did want to mention, great job on KB's channel the other night. I did see that he has it uploaded and everything. So if you want to post the link to it in the chat, that would be awesome. So if anybody wants to go and check out KB watches movies, or I keep doing that. KB loves movies. And my phone, oh shit, I got a lot of text messages. I will check that out later. If you want to post that link to your stream with KB, that would be cool. You can't post links. You're a mod though, aren't you? Did I make you a mod? Yeah, you should be. Oh, well, maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still new with this shit. So I will see if I can find it here really quick. Maybe not super quick, but I will find it. Of course, I gotta, let's see. Here we go. Right here. Yeah, KB loves movies. Let me copy the link here. Go back here. Hopefully that will work. There we go. I got it. Has anybody ever done that where you take a hit, do a shot, chug a beer, and then exhale? I've never done anything like that. And I feel like it really probably would end up just like this. I would end up curled up on the floor, taking a nap immediately. I think I have that exact vest that Landfill's wearing. Probably about 4 sizes smaller, but pretty sure it's the same one. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so the link I just posted in the chat, that was KB Loves Movies, an episode that Leanna did on his channel this past Monday. She did a fantastic job. She's a natural at being on camera and talking and everything. So she's definitely a lot better at it than I am. I'm not the greatest, but I try at least. So at least there's that. I do what I can. That being said, next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be joining KB. And we will chat a little bit about some movies and all that, and we'll see how that goes. And of course, thank you very much to Leanna for recommending me to him. And we reached out. I reached out to him. He reached back. He said, "Excellent. We'll set up a time and a date, and that's what we got going. It'll be next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I will be joining KB on his channel. So KB Loves Movies. Yeah, if you haven't, give that link a click and go sub to his channel as well. That would be awesome. Biologists do it in their genes. I get it. KB is an amazing person. Yeah, he seems like a really cool guy. So I'm looking forward to chatting with him and see. I feel like, like you said, Leanna, he's really good at like posing good questions to get you to respond and engage and talk and things like that. So I'm kind of looking forward to figuring out or seeing what he has to say, because he might bring some stuff out in me that I don't normally talk about, or might speak in ways I don't normally speak. We shall see. But I was going over the 5 takes for a little bit, and I hemmed and hawed over that for a while. So, but I think I got it all figured out. I think I'm ready to go. Almost. Like I think I got one more thing to figure out, and then I will be ready to go. So I'll probably get that taken care of tomorrow. I don't think I'll be doing a whole lot of housework. I don't have a lot of indoor stuff left to do, but I've got a lot of outdoor stuff, and it's supposed to be rainy and shitty for the next like weeks. So I'll probably have a little bit of free time coming up for the next week or so, where I won't be doing a lot of yard work and house painting, touch ups, and all that stuff. So, oh, this is one of those scenes. Yep. This scene right here is a big one where you could be drinking piss beer. And right here, if you take a sip along with them, it's like heaven. Prost. It's magical. Oh, beautiful. Damn. See, told you it's been a while since I've seen this movie. Well, keep that under wraps. And melt in springtime and drink it. This means Cam really was a whore. I wonder if there's actually a Schnitzengiggle tavern anywhere, like in real life. I mean, probably not this here, but I wonder if something like that actually exists anywhere. It would have been cool, like as a oh, kind of a spin-off for the film. But yeah, like landfill fucking pounds that shit. Like I would probably throw up just from all the carbonation. It would just come out. It would start as a burp, and then whatever else is in there would come out with it. I wanted to put his dick in me. I wish it were winter. We what is it? Something like that. Wish it were winter. We could turn it into ice blocks and skate on it, and melt it in the springtime and drink it. Like how his lip starts quivering there because he knows what it is. The funny thing is, like, you could make a beer exactly the same way, like whatever the recipe says. You could make it here and you could make it in Germany and it would taste completely different just because the ingredients that you're using, unless they came from the exact same place, are going to taste a whole lot different. Oh, there's the ram. It's a lot of beer going in right there, especially through the ears. Ooh, that'd be rough. Mm. I remember playing asshole a lot when I was underage. Yeah, and I got to wear the beer box on my head a few times. Not too many. I was actually pretty decent at that. Well, damn, I'm just gonna end it now. We're right about halfway, so I'm gonna end the poll. And I don't know, maybe I should keep it up for a little bit, but it's literally 50-50. So yeah, I think a lot of people like this one, and obviously a lot of people like Super Troopers too. So they are pretty close, really. But if I had to rank the two, uh, you know, side by side, I think I would put Super Troopers just above Beerfest. A what?
I say Harvey Martini.
Been there too.
I say Harvey Martini.
Yeah, I've come really close to getting my ass whooped by big ass motherfuckers in bars before because start flirting with some chick and then she's like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend." You turn around and it's like you walk into a fucking refrigerator. Come close. Never actually happened, but come damn close. Usually, thank goodness they just realized you were some drunk guy and it's usually a female bartender, not just some random girl. So they understand, oh, you're drunk and if you flirt, she's probably going to get a better tip anyway. But when you turn around and it's like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Like, well, let me leave a 20 for this $5 beer and I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Then they just kind of let you go. Um, kind of been here, not quite to this extent though. The one where you think you're with a really hot chick, and then when you wake up the next morning, you're like, "What the fuck did I do last night?" I got to get some of those fucking red fluffy undies. Those look comfy.
I'm a real slapping pickle.
Okay. Boobies. I'm gonna break your dick off. Oh damn. Oh, I forgot about that part. Oh yeah. Ugh, that part's gross. This scene, it pulls you in and then it pushes you right back out. Quit squirming. Oh shit. I never saw that part with a mustard. Huh. God damn. I'll tell you that one chick's pretty fucking hot. Not Monique. I know who that is. But the other chick, whew, god damn. I knew it the whole time. I'm gonna let this keep rolling. I gotta go take a quick piss, so don't go anywhere. The few of you that are left in the chat, keep on chatting. Get busy in there. Keep drinking if you are, and if you're not, fuck you. Just kidding. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be right back. Gotta drain the old snake, and don't go anywhere. You are watching Horror on Tap. Oh, okay. I'm back. I feel way better. That was very necessary. Yeah. Party in the chat. It doesn't seem like much of a party, so. If y'all drink a little bit more, there would be one hell of a party. I love how Landfill's so like proud of himself for that joke. What's that, like pesos? I have no idea what they're saying. 500,000 American dollars. Yeah, yeah, Dean. I had to. When I was standing there at the pisser, it was a lot like all the guys when they're at the beer fest during like their break or whatever. And they're standing there at the trough and they're just like, oh God. Oh yeah. Oh God, that's so good. It just I couldn't wait anymore. Your wife didn't think I was crazy when I was double teaming her with Silo Johnson. He wasn't storing corn in that thing. Like that's a problem every guy wants to have. An old piss trough, yeah. Dude, those things like you go to like a county fair, it's just a trough, with a whole bunch of ice in it. And I never really understood the ice. I feel like it's to keep the smell down, maybe. Because one of those things you really have to watch where you aim, otherwise it can spray right back at you. Or God forbid you have somebody next to you and then theirs sprays back at you. That's fucking horrible. Oh, dick move. Oh, another dick move. I don't think I've ever been in a bar and had them play polka music. Be kind of cool though. Of course, I don't think I've ever been to like an actual German bar or brewery. Only recognize human monies. Hmm. So I don't understand why he's quitting the team now. It's like you have all the free time in the world. And if, from personal experience, as soon as you get fired from a job, the next thing you want to do is go get drunk. I'd be like, yeah, I want to be on the team. I'm gonna train harder now. Of course, landfill had a little bit of a reason to potentially leave the team and all that. But again, going through heartbreak and all that, you know what you want to do? Get drunk. Did you know he had kids? I mean, they kind of fell out of touch with him for quite a while, so I would get if they didn't realize that he had kids. No, I've got good friends that I've known forever that like we were best friends growing up and shit who have kids now, and I couldn't tell you how many they have or how old they are, but I know a lot of them have kids, and a lot of them live right here in town still. Don't be rash, Philip. Let's see if I can find. Oh, here it is. Going back in the chat ways here. Recipe for a strawberry beer. Yeah, he predicted it. Yeah, the beating to the balls there would pretty much put me down and out for sure. It's like the dumbest fight scene ever, but it's fucking hilarious. It's like beating the shit out. He just smacked her across the face with a pipe wrench. Yeah, she'd pretty much be dead. But not even a scratch on her. And one hell of a nip up. I wonder if you fell in a giant vat of beer like that, if it really would pull you down, or if you could swim. I feel like you could swim in it. Of course, I would probably just do what he's about to do and start chugging, see how much you can get through. That's a shitload of beer. That's like after you just plunged like a clogged up sink, and you fill it up and pull it to make sure it's good and it starts swirling like that. It's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. I mean, I would pull him out of that vat of beer and make sure nobody saw that, because I'd still be selling that beer. That's just me. Has anybody ever ridden a like a 4 or 5 person bicycle before? I don't think I've ever even ridden a tandem bike. I don't think. Not that I can recall. I feel like it'd be a hassle, really, especially if you got like 4 or 5 people on it. Holy hell. His widow does not look happy. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't be happy at your spouse's funeral, but she looked a little pissed off there. I was plumb surprised. He was a fat asshole. But he was my asshole. Yeah, I actually thought about getting a bike just because, like, I need to do more physical exercise, and I love going out and hiking, but it's not always plausible. So I'd rather ride around on a bike than go running. I hate running, and my knees don't like it. And I mean, I have an exercise bike, but it's such a piece of crap. So I never really actually use the thing. Oh, here we go. You see it coming, and you still just let her hit it. That was one cheap ass casket, I'll tell you that. It's funny too how Fink was the one like really breaking down, and he was the one who knew landfill like the shortest amount of time. Like he just met him not that long ago. They knew him like growing up. Yeah, I actually bought a wider seat for it because it came with like the regular real thin one, and it was like riding right up your crack and very uncomfortable. So I got one of the real wide ones, and it definitely helped, but also it was it's got the like the felt pad for the resistance. It's terrible. So I either need to get a different one of them or get a regular bike. And I'd rather get a regular bike, I think. The nice thing about an exercise bike is you can use it year round. Like, I'm not gonna go out and ride a bike in the fucking winter in the snow and shit, but I feel like the rest of the time I'd be better off with a real bike. You really were a whore. This is a mark of the whore. Well, the nice thing is the timer I'm using is dead on with the time of the movie. So that's a win for tonight. You know, not a huge room of viewers and things like that, but I live in a really old house, and a lot of people think it's haunted. And occasionally I'll be sitting there just kind of minding my own business, and then I hear like a snap or a crack, and I'm like, huh. Because there's no one and nothing else in the house right now. I just heard a kind of loud crack, which, I mean, the door to my studio is open. So it could have come from way further down the hallway or wherever. But one of those things, you just all of a sudden you hear a snap, crackle, pop, and you're like, Kellogg's Rice Krispie. Hopefully not a ghost or something like that. I mean, I have some shorts that I could use as bike shorts, but like those really tight ones, I probably shouldn't do that. I don't think a lot of people. I might get pulled over by the cops and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I wonder if Brett has any of those shorts. I know he's a biker dude, not like a like biker gang motorcycle bike. Yeah, but like a bicycle guy. He rides bicycles for health and fitness and everything. So I wonder if he's got any of them like real skin tight, like Lycra shorty shorts. Brett, I don't think you're in the chat anymore, but if you see this, send pics. Tell the house, not tonight. I have a headache. I have a headache. Thought I heard an answer. All right, let's see. What else do I have in the magic cooler here? Santilli IPA from Night Shift in Boston, Mass. Huh. I think I've had this one before. The can looks familiar. I will give it a shot. Yeah, these guys are about We're about to get serious, so I got to get serious. All right. Again, I talked over one of the best parts of the movie again. I've been shitting pancakes ever since. And this part here was actually kind of genius. Way to bring the actor, what's his name, Kevin Heffernan, back into the fold. Ah, we'll just make him a twin brother. Perfect, easy, it works. And they make him a better drinker and everything like that. So that's kind of cool. Leanna says, "What's your favorite beer you've had this month?" Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I do have to say the one I started off with is really good. The other half, Dream Club, that one's quite good right there. They do so many really good beers, and they've got, I think I've said this before, they've got like 230, 240 different beers that they brew, and each one is a bit different. Now, a lot of them are very similar, but they do a lot of like single hop IPAs and things like that. So they have such a variety. Like you could probably have one of each of their beers and you'd be set for like a couple of years. But that one I would say for this month, probably that might be the best so far this month. If I think of anything better that I've had, I will revise my answer. But yeah, so far this month, I think that's probably the one. Because I had it earlier. Wait, let's say? I think it was last week, maybe. I had one, and it was really good. So I wanted to get another one for tonight. So, how about you? What is your favorite beer, Leanna, that you've had this month? I wish I could remember. Like I know, usually like on a Friday night or something, after you've had a long week and all that, and you're ready to sit down and unwind, a lot of times you'll post a photo with whatever it is you're drinking. So I wish I could remember a lot of those, but I can't remember a lot of anything nowadays. Excuse me. Again, it probably comes back to something in particular. I just haven't really figured out what that is. Got to be a reason for that. I should try this. I want to take Fink's theory here and actually put it to the test in real life. Learn something while I'm drunk, see if I remember it when I'm sober, and then see if I remember it when I'm drunk again. Yeah, drunken recall. I feel like it there might be something to it. It might not be very scientific, but there might be something to it. Oh yeah, the cheat day. I actually walked right by that today when I was at Wegmans. They had a like one of those tall, narrow end rack type things set up, and they had that right on it, like right at eye level. And I walked by and I'm like, oh yeah, that's that one, that cheat day. Because I haven't had that one before. I hadn't even heard of it actually until you mentioned it. And then I walked by it and I was like, oh shit. And isn't it like, it's kind of high ABV. It's like 8.5 or 8.6 or something like that. Definitely a little higher. I thought for some reason when I first heard of it, I thought it was going to be one of those NA beers because I know a lot of breweries are coming up with NA beers that are supposed to be like IPAs and shit like that rather than just like an O'Doul's. Gotta listen to him yodel. I love how like Landfill 2 is like, yeah. It's like you weren't even here for the last guy. The guy, the Mr. Steelvision or whatever his fucking name was, who did his yodel. He wasn't even there for it. It's so funny how they do that with the new Landfill. It's almost like you forget that it's a different person. I mean, it's supposed to be, obviously. Obviously, it's the same person, but that is a big fucking keg. I would love to have a keg like that in my house. Like, throw it in the basement, put a fucking pressurized tap on it, run it up through the floor, and put it right here next to me. I'd be good for like a week, maybe. Oh, it's only got people in it. Damn it. Never mind. Let's see, we are at an hour and 22 minutes. We got, damn, there's still another half an hour in this fucking movie. I didn't realize how long this movie was. It has been quite a while since I've seen it. Southern tier beers break the ABV with the flavors. You don't realize it's kicking your ass until it's too late. Yeah, I've had a lot of Southern tier stuff because they're out of the Jamestown area. I think it's was it Lakeville maybe? But right out of the Jamestown area, which is I want to say about an hour and a half from here. So you can get most of their stuff here locally. So I've gotten quite a bit of it, but yeah, that one I haven't had yet. So I will have to pick that up here soon. Let them drink. Let them drink. Of course, you got a little Alan Parsons project going on here. Oh, that one makes me laugh. The Canadian team comes out and they're all just wearing hockey gear. Oh, that's great. A fantastic horn player there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll pick some up probably this weekend. I'm gonna have to start drinking a little faster. I've got a lot of beer in my fridge right now. Like the whole bottom shelf is like completely full of beer, which is it's a good problem to have. But I'll need to make room for some more. Where's Jeff when you need him? Yeah, where the fuck is Jeff? Bastard. Skip the live stream. Oh, well. Maybe you thought I meant we were doing this at 7 o'clock Canadian time. Totally different. Of course, if you look at the beer they're drinking, I'll bet it's probably very similar to a Yingling. I mean, I think, like I said, I think a lot of what they were actually drinking was O'Doul's, just because, if they drank that much beer in real life, they would be fucking dead as shit. But like a beer like this is not a chugging beer. This is a sipping beer. So there will be no chugging tonight. That's for damn sure. Yeah, the soundtrack to this movie is really damn good. Now you got some AC/DC. Try to walk a straight line. See, I don't understand the rules to the trick quarters game. It's like, is the trick the important part or getting it into the glass? Like, is it judged based on style? You know, like diving in the Olympics or what? Here they are drinking Ram's piss again. See you when you get back, Lena. Oh, yes, more boobies. Yes. I forget how much I love this movie. Damn, that again, wow. That is a shitload of beer. I love how they're all like stone sober except the one brother there. Because what was he drinking? Like Goldschlager or something like that? I got him all fucked up. Like that game there seems kind of weird. Yeah, depth charge. I get it. You pour as much as you can into the glass to try to get it as full as you can without it. Oh, here we go. This was me when I took my pee break right here. Like I was leaning on the wall and everything. And then oh God, oh. Someone give me your shoe. Can you top me off? I don't know what it is. Barry looks a little yellow there. His skin tone, like he's dark skin, but he looks like yellow. It's so weird. I was like the light. I guess they all kind of do a little bit, but he looks way more than everybody else. Turn the boot. All right. There's 22 minutes left in the movie. Probably about 4 of that will be credits. Oh, I've been there too. Peeing all over the place like that. Yep. Been there, done that. I guess the good news is starting a little earlier. I mean, I'll be done by 9 o'clock or so, give or take. So, not super late tonight. So, still be able to get to bed at a decent time and everything, and not keep people up for too long. What was that, Bucket? Like I've never played that kind of game either, where you have to bounce a quarter meters across the room. I mean, I've played games with quarters where you have to bounce them into glass, but Never from that far away. You're shit in the bed at beer pong. Beer pong was my shit back in college, though. I was pretty damn good at it. Okay, not that good. Like I couldn't bounce it with my eyes closed and still make the last glass. Not that good. I was pretty good at flip cup too. I will admit, yeah, that getting the flip and I I always hated the fact that it was like you go and you stand there and you're looking at this cup and you're like, yeah, like 5 guys just drank out of this fucking cup. Like it's disgusting. It's got all their phlegm and nastiness on it. I always hated that part of it, but I was usually pretty hammered by the time I got to that point. So then you just really don't give a crap. Yep, tripping and falling all over yourself. Been there too, plenty of times. How about the loser takes a paddle up the ass? Bear just looks at him like, what the fuck, dude? What do you think about that? Head fuck. Ugh. Ugh. Like I know it's candy glass, but that literally made my teeth hurt. Them chewing on the beer stein like that. Oh god. It's funny too. Like I kind of mentioned at the beginning of watching this that watching this movie makes all beer taste way better and makes it go down quick and easy. And yeah, I can definitely say that that has been the case tonight. Gotta trim the mustache a bit. Filtering the beer through my mustache. Oh, Barry dives into the crowd for the save. Kaplunk. And the win. Sorry about porking your wife. You can pork my wife anytime. Oh, such a great movie. Oh, this is another one. I had to watch this movie like 20 times to figure out what the fuck this game was. Thumper. So you have your own move, and then you do yours, then the next person has to do yours and then their own, and the next person has to do yours and then their own. I don't know. It's still a little confusing to me, but oh, also seems kind of dumb. This one would be kind of cool. Of course, you'd need like, fucking $100 worth of quarters. I mean, they're not using real quarters here, but still. Hey, Bill's here. Finally got the chance to pop in and wish you well on your stream after a 2-hour car ride home. Oh, damn. And all the things that need to be done at home after work. Hope it's going swimmingly. Yeah, it ain't going too bad, Bill. Yeah. 2-hour car ride home from work. That fucking sucks. But then, yeah, you get home from work and you had all the shit to do. I hear you, man. I've been like that like all week. Today was a little calmer. Pretty much just because the weather was a little bit shit. But that night I did have some shit to do. I had to finish getting prepped for the stream and everything. So few other things, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, glad you popped in, man. If you're just hanging out for a minute or two, that's cool. If you want to hang out for a little bit, awesome. We are 1 hour 36 minutes and 30 seconds in. We are actually let's see, we've got about 15 minutes left. Of course, that includes the credits, so it's probably only like 10 or 11 minutes left in the film. So either way, good to see you. Thanks for hopping in, man. Always good to see you, buddy. Hails and cheers to you too, man. Having some good beers tonight, Bill. They are cool. They're good. Oh boy. Just left the dispensary. How's it going? Going pretty good, Pat. I'm 3 sizable heavy beers in, and I think I just had one before I went on. So, and that was a lighter, smaller beer. So not too bad, but they are going down pretty quick. And like I said, when you're watching this movie, beer just flows. Like you just get, oh God, okay. Just the part with Monique and the Baron there or whatever making out, that was gross. But yeah, it makes beer just flow. Like even like cheap, crappy beer. You're like, oh, this is so good. This movie is magic for beer and beer drinking. And I farted. You probably didn't hear it, but it felt good. It might not smell good, but it felt good. Oh, I forget. We had a name for this game too back in college. I forget what the hell we called it. I mean, it is basically just chugging, but it was very similar to what you would do with Flip Cup. It was about the speed. See right there, his boot was already past the bubble, and then the big German guy there, his just kind of bubbled and he never turned the fucking thing. See, that's cheating. Fuckers. Yeah, so Pat, are you having a few gummies on the way home, or what's going on there? Say hello to the family whore. Oh, damn. We're getting so close, and yeah, I gotta pee again. Oh boy. We're gonna have to hold it. We're right near the end of the movie. We're at the climax. Oh, here comes the strawberry beer. Go back. I got to go way back in the chat. Here it is. Happy Sandro called it. There's a recipe for a strawberry beer. Strawberry beer. It's okay. You want me to lose some weight, so that's a low carb. I don't think I've ever had a strawberry beer. Is there such a thing? I mean, I know there's like fruit beers and stuff. I've never had. I mean, I've had sours that have like strawberry in it. So maybe I have had a strawberry beer. I probably just had one this weekend, so never mind. I know I had one with black currant. Yeah, we're on the same cycle, Pat. Yeah, we're going to finish at the same time. Absolutely. It'd be like the green frog jizz from earlier. Very funny, Deutsch bag. I love how like totally pissed they get. They're like, huh? Like they've never heard that. I feel like every German's probably heard that at some point. Very funny, Deutsch bag. Pat stoned and cranking some Kiss, cruising down the highway, blessing God of Thunder. Yeah, and rock and roll. I apologize to Pat and Bill and everybody from the Kiss Army. I cannot sing Kiss style. I can't sing any style. I don't know. Actually, I think I did a pretty good job with this.
What is he drinking? What is he drinking?
Yeah, you can hardly even tell that's me. I would guess that was like some professional singer or something. Dude, just one of those boots is a fucking shitload of beer. I wonder how much they each hold. I mean, it's got to be oh god. If I had to guess, probably about 60 ounces or so, maybe more. I've never seen a Das boot that size. I remember I think it was one of my buddies who had one back in the day, but it was much smaller. It was definitely not like, up to the fucking knee. It was like mid shin. Oh man. Yeah, if you see the way they're standing, the Team USA, they're doing this like thing with their arm and then pivoting back. There is a deleted scene way earlier in the movie when hang on, I got to burp again. It's like right here. Oh, that's most of it. When Fink is like teaching them how to drink the beer, and he shows them that. They're doing it here. They kept that part in the movie, but they deleted the scene where he actually shows them how to do it. And I kind of get it too. Like if you're ever drinking beer kind of quick, you do feel like you have to sort of arch your back and keep, puff your chest out just to streamline it right down. The CG on the beer in the glass, not the greatest. You can tell it's fake as fuck, but for the time, it's not bad. That's something I actually kind of want to do for a stream, and I would need a lot of help from people in the chat. I think I could pick a few things. Like there's some stuff that kind of comes to mind, but like things in films that if they were made today or even re-edited or recut today, stuff that could really be enhanced by AI and really make it better. Things like that right there with the beer in the glass, the way it's kind of wavy and stuff, but it looks kind of like shit. That would be one. One of my big ones, just off the top of my head, this is one I think about all the time. The fight scene in The Matrix Reloaded with all the Smiths and everything. They did so much AI in there, and a lot of it looked kind of crappy. I think they could really make that look a lot better with AI and shit today. But hey, go Team USA. We win. We're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep us down.
You gotta get it, bitch.
I think Amsterdam would be a cool place to go, other than the fact that the whole fucking city probably smells like weed. I'm not a weed guy. That's just me. I don't care if you are. That's cool, but I can't stand the smell of it. Oh man, I really got to pee again. So we're right to the end. I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna make it. We got to wait for Willie Nelson. It's just like a big cloud. Like just like walking down like some alleyway or something. It's an international pot smoking competition. Oh, so you've been there, huh? I've never been out. I've never been overseas in my life. The only time I've ever been out of the country is to Canada. That was like twice, and it's been a long time. Dad, I'm over here. Oh boy, you will have to share with me, Leanna. And of course, we never did get Pot Fest, so it is what it is, I guess. Maybe we will eventually, but I know they've got another Super Troopers movie coming out. It'd be cool. I'd like to see another Beerfest movie. That'd be cool. All right. Well, I'm going to kill that, and that was Beerfest. Yeah, it has been a minute since I've seen that movie. Quite a while, long while, like years. So I'm glad to have sat down and watched it and had a few people hang out for a while. Yeah, good times. I really don't have too much else for right now. Yeah, so if you haven't, I had put it in the chat earlier. I probably should have pinned it, but I didn't. On Monday, Leanna was on with KB Loves Movies, so I would highly recommend going and checking that out if you haven't seen that episode. It was a really good stream. She did a fantastic job. Let me see quickly. I don't know if I still have it up here. Yep, right there. Let me throw this in the chat again real quick. If it will post. There we go. Yeah, go ahead and click that link. Check out Leanna on KB Loves Movies. And I mentioned earlier, for those of you who were here, I will be on with KB this coming Monday at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Eastern. I will be joining him on his channel. We will talk movies and stuff, and we'll see what else we chat about. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. He's got all these questions that he kind of presents to you to talk about, and Leanna went through all that, and she kind of presented that to me and kind of gave me the idea, hey, if you'd like to go on, I can recommend you. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. After kind of looking into what he did, I thought that it was really cool. And then after watching her on his channel, I was like, damn, I'm glad I said yes, because it seems like it's going to be a really good time. So I'm really looking forward to that. So anyway, it's pushing 9 o'clock here, so I got to get around, do a few things to get ready for bed and all that, and definitely got to go take a pee. So I'm glad everybody hopped in for a little bit and joined and kept the chat going for, I almost missed this. When is Porn Fest? Well, I don't know if they're actually going to make a Porn Fest, but I've been thinking about doing my own like OnlyFans. So if anybody else wants to join in on that, we could make our own Porn Fest. Yeah, we'll see. So anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. And then, yeah, be sure to check out KB Loves Movies. Check out the stream that Leanna did with him this past Monday, and also keep an eye out for a link. He usually doesn't post it until the day of. For when I'm going to join him next Monday, I will be sure to share that as well, just to let people know. So anyway, I'm going to get the hell out of here, and as always, Be sure to tune in next time to find out what's on tap. Cheers.